Hey, Harmonic traders. Want to do a quick follow-up from today's live Harmonic trading session. Now, we reviewed the NASDAQ 100 and had a really nice setup here. Taking a look at what happened in the session here, where we had a big bearish Gartley on the daily, and we've been assessing this since last week. Now we're going to look at this chart, and right off in the as we started today's session, we had looking at that daily, and we're still in the early stages of that. But as we left today's session, we were really looking at the bearish deep crab on the secondary retest. And this was our open first trade of the day here, right after the open, selling the pop. And on the secondary test, we outlined why it was still a valid situation and still a valid secondary retest, type 2 reversal. And that defined that 70-25 area. And look what happens. By the end of the session here, we're already rolling over. And just a phenomenal trade where we lined this up and looking to sell 71.25 here for a retest back down to 71.05. Now, as we were closing out the session here, we broke this down on the 1 minute time frame, and this yellow zone was our highlighted execution area. And literally actually timing this down to playing this at the top of the hour, looking for that reversal to really begin. And that's what we had here. And then just to finish up for what happened from today's session, okay, look what happens now. Here's that same pattern. And 71.06 was our target. Look what happens here. There's the retest. Right down to the target 2. And we wrapped up the session today right around 10 o'clock. And this thing was already rolling over. Comes all the way down. There's 71.06. Now, it was as low as 71.02, but our type 2 target, there's a reason why it's the 618. And we talked about that in today's session. This type 2 target, that was it. After we hit that 618 type 2 target, the trade was over. And we see that trend line was violated, even though there was some more consolidation. This entire crab pattern has now failed. And even on the daily chart, this has bigger implications, and we talked about that in today's session, really for the big Gartley, almost now at that 886. This is really starting to sail through our target area. Here is the Gartley PRZ, really. There's the terminal bar. And we literally completed that on Friday, today being our +1 going into +2. And there's no individual sign yet. The final thing we really mentioned, we want to look at why this is still early. So we're very close to the confirmation here. And this now is setting up where we do have RSI BAM confirmation. Here's our complex formation. Very close, registering actually a 70 reading today. So now we're very close, but we have to take a look over the next day or two. Still early relative to this Gartley pattern itself. What happens here at the RSI is going to dictate whether or not we have a full retest, maybe as high as the 886, maybe 7200. But we knew we were early on this pattern on Friday. Now we're looking at this. Still no signs yet. Still early. But I thought that 5-minute chart from today's session was really important to review. The simple fact that Gartley with the deep crab, all these numbers right here are outlining important resistance. So at a minimum, from a reaction as an intraday trade standpoint. Also take a look at the confirmation we had. These are solid reasons to be taking trades, intraday trades, at long-term levels, but also requires the management that I talked about in today's session as well. Got to define your profit targets and execute part of your position, half your position at profit targets, or you're just going to be sitting on your hands. You're going to be missing opportunities. Keep that in mind as we go forward with all of this. Really, the big news that I want to share is that we now have this available on the MetaTrader platform. And the MetaTrader platform has a little less functionality. It's dedicated to the currency market, but we have been able to bring all of our prime harmonic pattern functionality to this currency platform, and it's remarkable. We have the scanner, and I wanted to show everyone this scanner because it does all of the automatic readouts of potential patterns. What's the last pattern that's completed? How long ago was that? And then your target 1, target 2, profit targets, your stop loss parameters, all built in with automatic pattern algorithms that I've created as creator of the rules of all harmonic patterns. I know what the optimal algorithms are. Been doing this for 25 years. And what I feel is that we've created the best harmonic pattern platform. There's lots of scanners out there, but we brought all the advanced functionality to MetaTrader now in the same way that we did for eSignal, Ninja, Sierra charts, and we'll have a few more. But we know that MetaTrader, for the currency traders, harmonic pattern traders that are in the currency markets, this is what you need. So do check this out. Go and you can get all your information, even look at the entire user guide here over at harmonicpatterncollection.com and get a free trial. Now, just want to give everybody this complete overview here of MetaTrader, but also explain that this does not have the alert functionality as, say, an eSignal or a NinjaTrader. It also doesn't have the same degree of data quality, depending on who your data provider is, versus paid feeds such as eSignal or Sierra charts. So it's important that there are minuscule differences in terms of how you get your data, how you're set up. But in terms of functionality for all the harmonic pattern advancements that we've brought to all of the harmonic pattern collection platforms, we now have it in MetaTrader. So do take a look, check it out, go to harmonicpatterncollection.com. If you have any questions, follow up with me at harmonictrader@harmonictrader.com.